figured I would start the tour here because this is kind of all the seeds that I used in my garden this year. So as you can see, I mostly bought from Bird and Bee, which is a local company to Ottawa where I live. And then also this one that I just found at Richie's Feed and Seed, Northern Seed Exchange. So I had varying levels of success with these. So the Hanson lettuce seeds, they all sprouted fine, but I've never sprouted anything before. So once they sprouted, I couldn't keep them alive. Like, they all wilted and stuff. So I'm not entirely sure what happened with those, but I mean, there's more seeds in all of these pouches, so I'll give it a try next year. The onions, so those failed once they got outside. And again, I don't really know why. I think maybe I overwatered them. But yeah, so what I did with the planter that I put the onion seeds in, I just planted some of these, the Calypso beans, and they're doing super well. I'll show you once we're out there. So the garlic is doing well. That was just a plant right from seed, so no sprouting involved, and that's outside ready to go. The sugar pod and turkey craw. So the sugar pod, I think I overwatered. There's still one strand of them out there, but they did produce some peas. And the turkey craw is doing well. Vortex is also doing well, and they're both plant right from seed. And then the little bells, for some reason, none of them sprouted. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe I didn't give them enough warmth or something. The Blanche du Quebec tomatoes did super well. They're all outside now. And those are all the seeds I did. I also bought some plants from a garden center because obviously my bell peppers didn't sprout. So there's some additional plants out there, but let's go take a look. So here we are on my patio. This is the only space I have for outdoor gardening, so I tried to make the most of it. There is my garlic, the Persian star garlic that I told you about. It seems to be sprouting well. I don't know what the bulbs look like, obviously, but I think it's doing okay. So this is one of the red bell pepper plants that I bought from the garden center. You can see it's producing fruit. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. It's gotten quite big. And here I have my little bee house. I haven't seen a single bug in there, so I don't know if it's working, but it's there if they want to use it. And then all three of these planters are the Blanche de Neige tomatoes. I'll try to show you a close-up here. So there's one of the tomatoes that they're starting. They're all producing fruit. I fertilize them maybe every 2 waters, so I think that helps. You can see there are lots of tomatoes. They're doing really well. And then these are the turkey craw, and next to them are the Vortex beans. Both doing okay. They're producing fruit. I think I planted them like too many in one container, so it's really impeding the growth rate. But otherwise, I mean, the leaves are growing really well. It's just the actual fruit or the vegetables that aren't coming in as much as I would like. And then this is a sad little strand of Oregon sugar pod peas I mentioned. Like I said, I really think I overwatered them. They were just wet all the time, and I don't know, maybe they were too wet. But it does have that one little pea on there. So it's a trooper. And then the Calypso beans that I bought to put in the planter, one of the empty planters, they're just spreading up like crazy. They've been in there for maybe, I don't know, a week now. I actually ripped up all my lettuce already because it had kind of matured and then gotten bitter. So I have a couple extra planters hanging about that. I'm not sure if I want to put maybe more beans in or something, but again, I'm trying not to plant these too close together, so we'll see how those go. And then here, again, I planted too close together. That seems to be a theme. This is my first time doing container gardening, so I was kind of pushing the limits a bit, I guess, but there are 3 pepper plants in there, bell peppers. They're okay, they're just not producing anything. But this bell pepper, I'm pretty sure I saw something on there. Maybe not. I thought it produced something, but it's in a pot by itself and it is flowering there, so usually that's a good sign. But yeah, it's doing great. I think they're happier in a pot by themselves. They need that space for their root system. Okay, so we have another Blanche de Neige tomato plant here. Sorry, Blanche de Quebec. And this one is looking really good. I think the problem I'm having is that the tomatoes look kind of yellow when they're ripe, and it's hard to tell when they've actually made it to that point because they're kind of a pale green now, but I think I still have some time. There's another pepper plant. He's in a more shaded area. I may have to move him just kind of over to the right here where there's more sun. But I am filming this before noon, so the sun really hits the back of my apartment around this time. So you can tell it's very sunny out. Okay, so I have 2 basil plants, and that was maybe a bad judgment on my part because we do not use that much basil. They're a little wilty right now just because it's direct sun this morning and I water every night. But yeah, they produce way more basil than I actually eat. And then back here, we have 2 marigolds left. The other 2 died. I don't know if it was just the end of their season or if something happened. But I bought those. I really like marigolds, but also I think they keep the bugs away to some extent. Not that I've been spending much time out here, because as you can see, the chair is not super accessible at the moment. But in theory, that's what those were for. So yeah, this is my first ever patio garden tour, and actually my first ever patio garden in general. So I hope you guys like it, and if you have any tips about especially my peas and beans, let me know, because I'm pretty sure the issue is spacing and maybe water, but oh, let's see if I can get this. See that spider web? Holy smokes. I moved this planter like 2 days ago, so this spider is very industrious. Anyways, okay, thanks for watching, guys, and give me a like if you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!